Non-player characters in the Matrix. The Matrix game of life is a mind game, a dreamlike game, only happening in our minds. Like all other games, it has characters. In the Matrix, there are two categories of players co-playing in the game. Player characters and player non-characters. Both categories of players are playing this game right now, playing the game the same way, on the same stage. Even though those two categories are totally different, there is apparently no difference between them. You cannot tell if this person is a player character or non-player character, they all look alike. This was determined in the agreement players' characters established before they enter the game. Types of non-players characters in the Matrix. Apart from player characters explained in previous post, in this game, there are two types of non-players characters, soulless beings, and Matrix entities. Those two types of non-players characters are quite different, but they have one major thing in common: they do not have souls. In this post I am going to discuss about soulless beings, which is different from Matrix entities. Before I get into the subject, I would like to ask you to confirm with your infinite source self if you are ready to read this information. This information may contain what you are not ready to hear at this point in time. So, please confirm before you read the following. Ready the following if you are sure that you have the required maturity and neutrality for that. Soulless beings. Whatever we can see here in this game is illusion, it is a virtual reality, and so it is our so-called physical bodies. These bodies we think that are physical, but they are images on the screen of our mind. Though, we have real physical bodies that we cannot see now. Those real physical bodies are right now sleeping, in the physical realm, the real physical world. The world we see with our eyes open, are not real, but a dream of our source self minds. As I mentioned in the previous post about players of Source, our physical bodies host our souls. Our souls contain our source fractals. The real physical body along with the soul and other bodies, emotional, subconscious, and conscious and the source fractal, make it possible to experience this game. It is only possible to really experience this game when there is a combination of 5 bodies. That combination is the real physical body, subconscious body, conscious body, and emotional body powered by a source fractal, who we are. All this done through the soul that contain the source fractal and connects everything together. All types of non-player characters do not have source fractal, they are not source players, and they do not have souls, which is needed to host the source fractal. Soulless beings only have real physical bodies in the physical realm as we do, and they can see their avatar in this game as we do. And that is it for them. They do not have feelings, or senses. In the physical realm, their bodies are empty, only physical bodies, without brains or minds. All what they can seem to experience in this game is just artificial intelligence programs running on their behalf. Soulless beings in the physical realm. As I mentioned earlier, real physical bodies of soulless beings do not have brain in them, they do not have mind or consciousness. They are only flesh, blood and bones, in a vegetative state, being grown for commercial purposes in the physical realm. Those bodies have only lifespan, they have one life to live. When they are mature, they are harvested. In the physical realm, soulless beings' real bodies are made from our real bodies, hence, they are extension of our bodies, an exact representation of our bodies. The only difference is that we are not in them. Soulless beings how? To let the avatar having orgasms in this dream state, a player of Source is giving consent to the Matrix to harvest the real physical body in the physical realm. Many things are harvested, and one of them is eggs/spams, which are used to make clones of players of Source. That is where soulless beings come in. I would like to mention that the game was won, and that process has been modified. Now what happened when a player of Source has orgasm, is the harvest of blood from the physical body, loose of energy, no more eggs/spams and soul harvesting, thanks to the winner of the game. After the win of the game, the cloning is made from other clones, not from players of Source, this make the product less desirable. Soulless beings why? As above, so below. As so within so without. Outside of this matrix game of life in the physical realm, life is almost similar to what we see in this dream illusion. There is commerce, business, food supplies, etc. Soulless beings' bodies have been created as food for entities that run this matrix. Soulless beings' bodies are used for different purposes including source of food, manufacturing different types of products from those bodies. The most important for the entities that run the matrix, it is drugs that they make from soulless beings' bodies. Here I am talking about what is happening in the physical realm. It is not another conspiracy theory trying to overlay the stream state to the physical realm. The world we can see right now does not exist anywhere, NOWHERE. Is that fair? Well, have you ever thought if what is happening to domestic animal in this dream world is fair or not? Probably yes. Depending on what side of the conspiracy theory you are on. At the viewpoint of the world, nothing bad on how animals are treated here, that is how the treatment of soulless being is considered in the physical realm. Is that fair or not? Remember, players of Source, we are neutral in the physical realm, and here, we know that nothing is really happening, we are playing a game. My advice is that, do not be against or for any conspiracy about how animals are treated here. Only do not eat meat for the only reason that it is the rule of the game. Soulless beings in the Matrix. The Matrix is a duality game, and to stay together it needs to be balanced. For the Matrix to be balanced, one player of Source must be balanced out with 5,000 soulless beings. Players of Source are outnumbered in this game, but it has a reason. Matrix controllers are required to make more clones/soulless being to balance out the Matrix. In the physical realm, soulless beings are just biological mess, in the shape and image of our real physical bodies. Those bodies are in the vegetative state, on life support from the Matrix. In the Matrix game of life, soulless beings are scripts running by themselves. They are artificial intelligence programmed with the Matrix game of life scripts. Those artificial intelligence are programmed to interact with players of Source in this mind game. Those artificial intelligence or soulless beings, they follow their script to the letter, as they do not have mind. In their scripts they have all possible choices to make, and they follow that word for word. They do not have personal choices in what they do. It is not up to them to choose, the Matrix does it for them. The trick here is, the Matrix does its best for the soulless beings to appear exactly like players of Source. Soulless beings are used like tools to convince the players of Source that everything is real. Soulless beings' scripts are in the game to harvest energy from players of Source. The Matrix needs energy to keep running, and that energy is harvested from players of Source alone. Soulless beings do not generate energy. Soulless beings are on life support system, therefore, they are used to harvest energy from players of Source. They do that by causing players of Source to be in low frequency, like negative emotions. They may cause players of Source to eat meat, to have orgasm, to hold unforgiveness, to live in the past and or future, to judge and or criticize, etc. Another role of soulless being scripts in the Matrix game of life is for the decor of the game. They may be used in the Matrix to facilitate the game for players of Source. They can do business with them, they can support and assist them, they can help and guide them, and much more. Soulless being who? Soulless being are in the game as balancing mechanism, that is why they are found in the higher positions in politics, finance, religion and science systems. And at the same time found in the category of those suffering from injustice, violence, poverty, and ignorance. With the ration of 1/5000th, almost everybody you can see around you may be a soulless being. From your family members, your colleagues, and your community members. Why not your followers and followings on social media, your favorite celebrities, your sport team fans and players, your church members and leaders, your meditation class members and teachers, etc. They are in all layers of the society, they do whatever you do, they are whenever you go. Remember, they are there for two reasons: enhancing your game, and or harvesting your energy. To keep that in mind will help a player of Source to play the game with precautions.